Good. Good job, Evan. Good job, Evan. Evan, go. Evan, come on, go.
Evan, go. Evan, come on, go.
Evan, come on, go. Okay, so here we are. We are in Cancun, Mexico, and for the first week, me and Gil were at a conference in Cancun, and so we had Grandma Erlinda come down with us so she could take care of the kids, which she did. Second half of the trip, the conference was over, Grandma Linda went home, and we got to spend time with the kids. So anyway, here I am. It's our last day, and we're at the pool, the kids' pool, as you can see. Where's the one? So I want to talk about bullying. I've not experienced bullying until just a moment ago. Typically when we take Evan to the park or a playground or a place with lots of kids, sometimes kids would look at him and, you know, and then somebody like either Leilani or I would say, oh, he has autism. There was one time one kid said, oh, does he still wear diapers? Because they saw Evan's diaper. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, why? And then I said, he has autism. Do you know what that is? And then he's like, no. And I said, it's a disorder. You know, he can't help it. It's just taking him longer to learn how to, you know, be potty trained. And then he got it. And then he was watching him, and then he was taking care of Evan when they were on the playground. So anyway, this was in Seattle. Anyway, here we are, like we're at this playground. And let me turn around. we're at this playground here, and Evan is doing his typical Evan things. Like, he'll do like the weird stimming and stuff like that. And then Leilani's playing, and then there's like these boys here. They started, like, they had a water gun, and then they were like, you know, playing water gun with each other. One of them started like squirting water at Evan, but not in a playful way. They had been watching him. They didn't like the way he was being, because I could tell by the expression on their face. And then he started like kind of walking around and then squirting Evan on the head and the back. And so I was there, and I'm like, no, 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 no. And then he looks at me, and then I wanted to tell him that Evan had autism. So at first I said, do you speak English? In Spanish, hablas inglés? And then he just looked at me weird. I go, do you speak English? And then he said yes, but he was lying. And then I said, he has autism, don't do that. Like, he can't help it. Anyway, and he just kind of laughed, and then he left. He ran over to his parents. After that, he was like kind of stalking Evan with a squirt gun. And I was watching Evan, and I told Leilani, I'm like, take care of your brother, okay? Like, if he's being bullied, you stand up for him. And she's like, oh yeah, totally. And so she's been like totally watching him ever since. Now, what I want to talk about is, what are we teaching our kids in school about special needs kids? I mean, you know, we're teaching, I hope at least, we're teaching about, you know, racism and how every human being is the same no matter what religion, what color their skin is, or where they're from, or what language they speak. What about special needs? Like, are we teaching the kids enough, the typical kids, enough about special needs kids? Because Evan looks a little weird. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna deny that he looks a little weird when he's going like this. Because that's one of the things that he does to stim, right, Evan? Hey, Evan. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So what are we teaching our kids? It just dawned on me that is one thing I'm out to discover. I'm going to talk to Evan's teacher to find out what are they doing at his school to teach about about equality. You know, wouldn't it be nice to be able for the entire autistic community, our autism families, to be able to know that they could take their kids to the park, knowing that every other kid at that park is going to take care of their kid. When they look at their autistic peer, are they going to say, oh hey, that looks like autism, he's stimming, he's like flapping or whatever, I'm going to take care of him, I'm going to make sure he doesn't get hurt, I'm going to make sure, you know, he doesn't put things in his mouth. Like, wouldn't it be nice if all our kids do that? Because Leilani does that, and Leilani is no different than any other kid. People think she's really special, and if she's special, it's because we are training her to use every ounce of her brain, every ounce of her power, you know? And so even, not just with Evan, but she's like that. She takes care of other kids. She takes care of other, like, even adults. So I just noticed there's a unicorn photobombing my video. Anyway, so that's, anyway, I don't know. Like, I'm sure this is an issue in many different places. It kind of like upset me, and I actually didn't feel like Evan was safe being in the playground. And you know, I was watching closely that those other kids didn't do anything to hurt him. So anyway, yeah, food for thought. Thanks, bye. There you go. Have fun in the sun. Good job! Keep your shoulders down. Good job. Good job. You see, to get up, make sure your shoulders stay in the water, okay? Yeah.